It's Patrick at Pals, Ford F-250. A lot of times these are diesels. More and more, they're gasoline. This one has a 6.2 Coyote engine in it. Chuck, tell us why this vehicle is here.
Well, the lady is from Fort Myers, and she's up here with her 2 horses. She's got 2 quarter horses. And her vehicle broke down on the highway and had to be towed here. And would not run. It would start up and immediately die. So we had Jim do the diagnosis on it. So what did you find out, Jim?
Well, initially it would start right up and shut right off. So, you'd start to think it might be a security issue or something. But everything seemed fine there. We pulled the codes. All that showed was like a lean running condition and a multiple misfire. Well, upon other diagnostics, when we had it running, or trying to run, it was shooting sparks from the side of the ignition coils, which sit on top in this engine. These are the coils, they sit up here, and on the other side it had a spark jumping from one spot to the other. But the coil was bad.
And of course, tell us about the spark plug.
Well, we know it was running lean because this one's really light colored and this one's dark, but it's a little brown. But I mean, they're the original spark plugs. The truck has a lot of miles on it.
So you pulled the codes, and the codes showed you what on the computer?
Well, it told me lean condition on both O2 sensors, which is usually a sign of either a bad O2 sensor, a catalytic converter, or fuel. But we knew we had a fuel problem because as soon as it started up, it shut back down. We initially sprayed fuel directly into the engine, and the engine would stay running.
So you'd spray the fuel right into the throttle body here.
Yeah, we sprayed a little bit in there just to check it, and the vehicle would stay running. So that meant that we had injector pulls and spark. So that meant there was a fuel condition problem. So then I took and checked the fuel pressure. We had plenty of fuel pressure, and checked the condition of the fuel. The fuel was good, which only leads to not enough volume. Everybody thinks fuel pressure means you're getting enough fuel, but not necessarily. It's more about volume than it is pressure on most vehicles.
So you can have the proper fuel pressure, but if it doesn't have enough volume, the truck's not going to run.
Yeah, it might idle, but it wouldn't go anywhere.
And the scanner won't show you that. The scanner just kind of gives you an idea that you've got a lean condition, and then you've got to investigate mechanically.
I have to see what's going on with that.
You have to take things apart and test them. And so what we're going to do to this truck is a full tune-up, and this truck takes 16 spark plugs, right?
Yeah, this one takes 16 spark plugs.
And then we're going to replace, how many coils does it have, Jim?
It has 8 coils.
Has 8 coils, 16 plugs, and 8 spark plug wires. Yeah. And then once we tune it up, you're also going to replace the fuel pump, correct?
Yes, I'm going to replace the fuel pump.
And the fuel pump will give it volume.
That should take care of everything.
And the tune-up will fix the defective spark plugs and coils. Okay. That's a full diagnostic on an ignition system and fuel system on a Ford F-250. If you've got a drivability problem, bring it to Pals. See you soon.